Welcome back to the channel, guys. Mr. H here. We are looking at The Little Mermaid. Oh yes we are, because there's been some updates. Now, if you're not aware, The Little Mermaid has a Danish origin story, features a minority, a ginger, yes that is technically a minority, and they are adapting it for live action. So they're changing the red-headed nature of Ariel, despite the fact that in universe they already have a deaf black girl, a mermaid. Now they're going to change out Ariel, race swap, because that's fine apparently, and make Ariel black. So anyway, that's basically the story thus far. Now, this caused a lot of people to be rightfully irritated, especially gingers. I mean, gingers would be massively annoyed by this. But we've got an update now. So as you can see on the screen here, we have Javier Bardem, who I think is actually a fantastic actor. But he's in talks to play Ariel's father, King Triton. King Triton, who is son of a Greek god, Poseidon. So, I think Javier Bardem is the closest actual representation of that. You know, Mediterranean, Grecian, even though obviously he's not, but, you know, representative-wise, he looks like it. But he's going to be the father of Halle Bailey, who... Yeah, I don't see the resemblance. I don't see the family resemblance, but look, stranger things have happened. With respect to this, look, look, all jokes to one side, I really like Javier Bardem. I think he's a fantastic actor. He really, really is. If anyone hasn't seen No Country for Old Men, you absolutely must. It's a must-watch for any cinema fan. It is a very good film. Javier Bardem especially really does... he displays great range, but also a vicious villain. If anyone's seen him in James Bond, you probably just thought, who is this idiot? And I would agree with you. In James Bond, he wasn't particularly great, but in No Country for Old Men, my God, that is a man that you do not want to mess with. He'll kill you very, very happily. So look, he's in talk to play King Triton. Now, it's director Rob Marshall who's going to be behind the project. Now, this is obviously an update of the 1989 animated picture that won original song and score Oscars for Alan Menken. Now, for the new film, Menken will adapt his score and compose a new song with the lyrics from Lin-Manuel Miranda, Mark Platt, who worked with Marshall on Disney's Mary Poppins Returns, and executive produced the studio's live-action Aladdin remake, is producing The Little Mermaid. So they're just going all in on this adaptation nonsense. Now, a lot of people say that Halle Bailey is a fantastic singer. Yes, she absolutely is. Will she do great with respect to the songs? Yes, she absolutely will. No question about that. I don't know her acting chops, so I can't really comment, but singer-wise, yeah, for sure. Absolutely, she will knock it out of the park. But get ready, guys, because remember, Halle Bailey, The Little Mermaid, is going to be black. Now, we've got a Spanish, I guess, Latin actor for King Triton. And then, guess who is in talks to play the love interest? Oh, Harry Styles! It is, ladies and gentlemen, this is through and through the holy trinity of inclusion. That's where we're at right now. Could Harry Styles be the next Prince Eric? And in fairness, ladies and gentlemen, he does look like he could. Does he not? One day after the announcement that the One Direction star is in early negotiations to play the iconic Little Mermaid role, the internet exploded with speculation as to who he could portray, as to how he could portray the object of Ariel's affections. Now, a lot of people have come out in support of this. We've got, I can see lots of reasons why Harry is perfect, says actress Maureen Van Zandt. I don't really know Harry's repertoire for acting. I mean, he's a singer. I think he was in Dunkirk, if I remember rightly. Christopher Nolan film. So he, obviously a good performance was made out of him somewhere along the, yeah, it was, so it was Dunkirk, yeah. He can really act. So it says, when Styles auditioned for the role of Alex in Christopher Nolan's drama Dunkirk, the director didn't know much about his background, but Styles truly earned a seat at the table in this big screen debut about the evacuation of Allied soldiers in Dunkirk, France in 1940. He fit the part wonderfully. So, look, he fits the part for a Prince Eric. I mean, he's definitely the stereotype, isn't he? If you look at it, handsome, jaw, stereotype. He looks like the cartoon version of his character, potential character. But I think, unfortunately, this is going to irritate quite a few people because, and I'm throwing this out there because I'm preempting it, and I think it's just going to be hilarious. There will be people just questioning, well, why can't Halle? This is how it goes. Because she's black, people will go, well, why can't she have a black love interest? And then there'll be people hating on it that are all, because when this was announced, and I've got videos on it, right? When this was announced, there was so many people in the comment section who were racist towards white people. So those people that absolutely love this casting and were throwing around white this, white that, black power this, black power that, your sphincters must be so sore right now because of all the butt hurt that is happening. Genuinely, because she's got a white love interest. Because you voiced it. You voiced your racial hatred in the comment section. There's a lot of it. Most people who were negative about this casting were just like, well, she doesn't look like it. Why is Disney systematically erasing all ginger people? Which is true. Like, most live action adaptations or current remakes and things always remove the ginger people. Hellboy had a Irish redhead character, race swapped for, again, a black person. And like, it's funny. This is a minority of people. It is genuinely a minority. Absolutely. So I think this is hilarious. I think this is great. Honestly, I can't wait for it. And all those people that jumped in, I'd love to hear it. Those people that were throwing out the term white this, white that, blah, blah, blah. How do you feel about this? How do you feel? Because she got a white love interest. White love interest. But you're not happy about this. This is the thing. Try to please everyone, and you end up pleasing no one. Disney, this is something you need to learn. Javier Bardem, great casting. And it's funny because Terry Crews was thought to be in talks for this, which I, again, wouldn't see the resemblance at all. I think that would be really bad casting. I think Javier Bardem, it'll be interesting to see how they do it, how they do the upper and lower halves of the body, whether they... Well, yeah, I mean, the lower half's inevitably going to have to be CG if they go full Mermaid. Now remember, it's an adaptation, so they might not go, oh, here's an actual mermaid, a literal mermaid with a tail. They might just have them like Atlanteans, just walking around. And if that's the case, I think Javier Bardem would be fine with that. But I can't picture Javier Bardem as King Triton with a superimposed CGI tail. That I can't picture. But look, if anyone's got the money to do it, it is undoubtedly Disney. Disney have all the money in the world. So I can definitely see them doing this very, very well. Javier Bardem's great casting. He's a great actor. And he does... So King Triton's quite mellow-mannered. Very quiet and subdued at times, but then really rains down the law. So Javier Bardem would be good at that. Very, very good at that, because he does that duality perfectly. Again, Harry Styles, he's proven he can act in a Christopher Nolan film, so that's fine. I don't particularly care about that. He'll be fine. I just think it's hilarious that everyone that was saying racially charged things against white people will probably hate this, and I'm very glad. And I hope your anal cavities are massively sore from the butt hurt that you will be experiencing. Outside of that, we also have Melissa McCarthy as the witch Ursula. That's fine casting. I don't particularly like Melissa McCarthy. Her shtick as I'm, a big fat woman that's outcast because I'm big fat is reigning super old on me now. I think most people are kind of done with that as well. It's not really what anyone wants to watch these days. So look, she's fine casting. I mean, Ursula's a big fat witch. So Melissa McCarthy, just from an aesthetic casting point, suits it fine. I'm not sure whether she has the acting ability to pull it off, but Ursula, again, in the animated film, is quite overtly animated. She's not really menacing by any stretch of the imagination. So I think this will be fine. What do you think? Javier Bardem, casting good, bad? Let me know down below. If you were one of the people that were saying racially charged things about white people, what do you think to having a white love interest? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. This is, piling up to be a very interesting take on The Little Mermaid. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I am just going to take this opportunity really, really quick. I've said it in a few videos now. Today, I am releasing it. It is a Terminator Dark Fate exclusive. I'm releasing it ahead of San Diego Comic-Con because I want people to watch it before they go and watch the San Diego Comic-Con panel. It is an exclusive which proves, beyond reasonable doubt, that the plot leak was completely true. Okay? And there's evidence. I have evidence. It's this big long video. I've got photographic evidence. I do have video evidence. I can't show you the video, so I'll show you the audio. And I'm releasing that today. So stay tuned for that, please. You can, hit subscribe, turn the bell notifications on. But if you don't get notified, because YouTube sucks, head on over to my Twitter, @MrH_Reviews. I will be sharing that video there and pushing it a few times throughout the day, so you will be notified of it. Also, if you don't already, follow me over on Instagram, @MrH_Reviews. You can stay up to date on my nonsense, see my dog, all that good stuff. And also, if you like what I'm doing here, consider supporting the channel through the 3 ways that I have set up. So I've got a Patreon, the link is down below in the description. I've also got an Amazon affiliate link, which doesn't cost you anything extra. Just use the link and shop on Amazon like you normally would. I get a kickback. Or you can also check out my merch store. You can see the, just all down below here is all of my merch on Teespring. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. I've been Mr. H. Take care.